Okay. Can I just try one last time so that I understand what your answer is to my question?
Yes.
Are you saying to us the PKTT, and it's a yes or no answer, I either misunderstand or understood you correctly. I'm going to reframe my question. Are you saying the PKTT is the only task team that the SAPS that you are referring to considered to be outside of the organizational structure? It's either yes, that's what you're saying, or no, that's not what you're saying.
For my clarity, I hear you very well, but if you could be kind to me to repeat your question.
Okay, that's all right. You spoke in a way that made me understand you to be saying, according to the SAPS discussions,
Yes.
the PKTT was the only task team that was considered to be outside of the organizational structure. You spoke in a way that I understood you to be saying that. So what I'm asking is that what you were saying, that understanding of mine that I've just projected back to you?
Yes.
And that's why I say
understand.
It's a yes or no answer. Either I understood you correctly to be saying only the PKTT was considered to be outside of the structure, or no, I misheard or misunderstood you.
You misunderstood me.
Yes.
And the reason for that is that National Political Killings Task Team is the only structure, or the only not structure team that was targeted, if I could use that language,
I see.
for, over a long time for integration. It's as if even the specialized units were established such that you would absorb, because
Okay. Can
yes.
I stop you there, Minister?
Okay, thank you.
What I wanted to establish with you a few questions back
Okay.
was you have other task teams in the
Yes.
SAPS.
Yes.
Can we agree, if you are correct in this sentence where you say the continuation of a temporary task team outside of the organizational structure is untenable both administratively and constitutionally? If you are correct with that statement, it holds for all task teams.
Yes,
It must be.
That's correct.
Okay, that's all I wanted to establish. So it's not just unique to the PKTT.
Yes,
it
that's
also
correct.
applies to the mining task team, to any other task team that the SAPS has.
That is correct,
Okay.
with a proviso that you wouldn't, when there is a need to establish a task team, you would flinch from doing so. You would establish and then disestablish.
Okay.
But yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Minister. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Commissioner. If I may just follow up on that based on your response. Because at some point I thought I understood, but now I'm not so sure of myself. If the statement is the continuation of a temporary task team outside of SAPS organizational structure had become untenable both administratively and constitutionally, that would mean reference to the existing task teams. Their continuation existence has become untenable administratively and constitutionally. Am I correct thus far?
Broadly speaking, yes.
So you say, of course, you do attach a caveat there that it does not preclude the establishment in the future of task teams as and when needed in response to specific challenges.
Yes.
So those that would be established in the future would not have the difficulty of being administratively and constitutionally untenable because they are outside the substructure. I'm trying to understand. Granted, we are talking about existing ones. If their existence and operation outside SAP's organizational structure is what renders them constitutionally and administratively untenable, that surely must be a challenge that would afflict any other future task team because they would forever remain outside SAP's organizational structures. Why would it be fine for the future trust teams and not for the existing?
I did indicate at the beginning that, or at some point, that generally when you look at mandates of SAPS and so on, you realize that it's important that whatever gets done in a sustainable way, cost-effective way, and so on, and with necessary intended impact. Therefore, generally discouraging, that statement is meant to generally discourage, in other words, to caution all of us that we're not going to make SAPS an organization of temporal task teams in general. But it doesn't mean that even when it is necessary to establish a task team, you would not establish one, but consider that it is cumbersome.
Yes.
Consider that it diminishes your chances to obtain or to reach out for your mandates.
Thank you for that, Minister. And another thing, once again in response to Commissioner Baloyi, with reference in particular to the PKTT, I understood you to say, and my understanding might be incorrect, and please correct me, that the PKTT, the first time around you said, was always identified for absorption. The second time you referenced this issue, you said, was targeted for integration. Did I hear you? Did I understand you correctly?
Correct.
Does your letter of the 31st of December achieve any of those objectives, whether it's absorption or integration?
It was meant to.
In retrospect, do you think it does?
It does.
How?
In the sense that even if you used disbandment, but in practice you wanted integration, if the directive was not to say dismiss all those individual members, it was to say start processes, or let's engage in processes in line with what has always been intended with regard to the National Political Killing Trust Team.
As I understand things, you did indicate that task teams are created for a specific challenge.
Yes.
To address specific issues.
Yes.
And normally it's for, I won't say specific time because it's very difficult to determine time, but it's for a limited period. It's for a period.
Yes.
So, if my understanding is correct, then the disestablishment of a task team that has delivered on its mandate can never have the effect of dismissing police officers, can it? Because it's established from within the ranks of the police members. So its disestablishment will not result in any police officer losing their job.
Definitely. Correct.
So similarly here, the disestablishment contemplated would not result in the PKTT members losing their jobs.
Correct.
So I'm struggling with the notion of disestablish. So, put it differently. So we first break it apart, it being the team, to absorb the team into the substructures. Am I understanding it correctly?
You are understanding it correctly.
Okay.